questions from people saying that they would like to know the requirement for studying in Germany. So I'll be doing like a question and answer. I did a question and answer on my Instagram to ask people to ask me questions about what they would like to know about studying in Germany. So for me, actually, I didn't apply from my home country, which is Nigeria. I got here before I applied for my master's. However, you can apply from your home country. For instance, you can apply from Nigeria or wherever it is that you have.
Throw a rock into a pond, ripples fade away. Human hearts aren't so lucky.
Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Evelyn and I film from Berlin in Germany. So, how are you guys doing? Hope everyone is doing well. If you're here to click the subscribe button, now is the time to go ahead and do so. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for the support, everyone. I'm so grateful. Even though German or Deutsch is the official language here in Germany, but most courses are taught in English. A lot of courses are taught in English, so you really do not need, for some courses you don't need, most courses you don't need German knowledge to study, even though you will need it for day-to-day living, interaction with people and all that. You would need it for day-to-day living, so it's always advised to learn the language. And when compared to schools like in the UK and US, schools in Europe, apart from the UK, is cheaper, even though schools in the UK can be compared to Nigeria in terms of system, like it's almost the same, but it's different in Germany here because semesters, we have 4 semesters for master degree, and I think a minimum of 7 semesters for bachelor's. So it's kind of different, like the system is different in a lot of ways. So I'll jump into the things that are required to study both for BSc and for masters, like both for bachelor's and for masters. All universities are open to international students, and so if you're looking for a school, for instance, if it's bachelor's, you must have your diploma or like WAEC that we call it, or school living certificate. So you can go to DAAD. I'm going to put the website on the screen and in the description below. For Germany, that is like the website for where most or almost all courses for international students are. So when you pick the school, like you check the school, different schools come with different requirements. Like different schools have their own different requirements, which are like almost same, maybe just 1 or 2 things that are different, maybe in terms of filling of the application and all that. So I advise that you apply for more than 1 school so that you have a lot of choices. And so however, when you see the school that you want to apply for, you then apply via UniAssist. UniAssist is like a body that helps with application of foreign students all around the world. So they collate the documents and send it to the school that you're applying to. So for bachelor's, you need like school living, like I said, and some schools ask for language proficiency in English, because like I said, the courses are taught in English, so they need to know that you actually understand English. For me, I just wrote them a mail stating that I studied in English, and so they were like, okay, I can proceed with the admission. But for one of my friends, she said that she had to collect like a certificate from her school stating that she studied in English, and English is like the official language of your country. Like we speak English in Nigeria all day, every day. Like that's the official language. So for me, I sent a mail to them stating that English is our official language in Nigeria, and they asked me to proceed to apply. because of the fact that tuition is free compared to other schools in other continents, especially in Europe. Schools are free apart from the UK. School tuition is free, and you just need to do like a semester contribution, something like that we call like student union contribution in Nigeria. So that's like usually less than €100 per semester. And yeah, and your school fees, your tuition, yeah, basically. So like I said earlier, since you're applying from somewhere that it's not in Germany, you most likely have to apply via uni assist. Even though some schools ask that you apply directly to them, like they give you the link, you fill in your documents, transcripts, put in your documents and all that. But most times as an international student, you have to apply via uni assist. So you send your documents to uni assist, and uni assist then collects it and send to the school that you are applying for. Once you've applied and your document has been sent, luckily, if you're granted admission, you get like offer of admission letter, then you can then proceed to apply for your visa appointment at the embassy of your country. For instance, German embassy in your country, or Nigeria is your country. So you can then go to the embassy's website and apply for visa appointments. So however, the requirement for visa is you need to show that you can take care of yourself in Germany. So at this point, you would need, apart from the offer of admission, sorry if you see a fly flying around, it's the season of flies. So like I was saying, apart from your offer of admission, you would then need to prove that you can take care of yourself while in Germany, and there are two options. The first one is a sponsorship letter, maybe from someone that lives here in Germany, for instance, and then someone that lives and work here, or a blocked account. I think right now it's like €9,000 approximately. I just rounded up the figure, so €9,000, and then it is placed in a blocked account where it will be disbursed over the period of your admission. So like to be like monthly stipend that will be paid into the account you open when you get here. So once you have that blocked account and your offer letter, admission letter, those are things that you take to the embassy, alongside which of course your international passport, maybe passport picture, and all other requirements that is asked on the website here. And so most times, since you already have letter of admission, most times visa is usually granted, except if there's like something missing in the admission letter or in the admission process or something. Most times you usually get your admission if you already have your letter of admission. Most times you get the visa if you already have your letter of admission. However, right now the challenge is in Nigeria, it's been difficult to get a date for appointment at the embassy. Like it's been really difficult for the past few months. People have been complaining that they've not been able to get dates for appointments at the embassy, but I don't think that applies to other countries, so I think it's just a Nigerian thing. And I hope that by the end of this year everything goes back to normal. So like I said, I did a question and answer for people to ask me questions that they would like to get answers for, and I got one. He asked that for bachelors in Germany, for international students, can we get a job that will help us live here? Yes, as a student you can work for 20 hours per week as a student here, as an international student. So you can work, you are not allowed to work more than 20 hours because consider a lot of things, to distress your health, if you would have adequate time for your exams. So you can work for 20 hours per week here. in Germany. And yeah, I also got another question from someone that says that, is the language very compulsory, as in understanding German? Well, I'll say yes and no. Firstly, no. To apply for admission, you actually do not need to understand the language, except if the course is taught in Deutsch. But how will you pick a course that is taught in Deutsch when you don't understand Deutsch, you know? So if it is taught in English, you actually do not need to understand the language. However, to live here, you need to understand the language. You need to learn the language. So when you come, it is advised that you take Deutsch classes. There are a lot of Deutsch classes that are around that you can apply for and take. Some schools actually offer, like my school now, they offer Deutsch courses for people, because a lot of people are international students and they would like to integrate and learn the language. So you need to learn the language when you come, even though there are people that live here years without understanding language. But I don't think it's good, because you might not be able to integrate well, you know. I'm still learning the language too, so so I hope I've been able to answer your questions. If you have any, please do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section below, and or I'll be looking forward to your comments and response. Please, if you're here to click the subscribe button, do so, and I'll see you on my next one. You can share the video with friends that are in need of this video. And so yeah, have a nice day. Bye.